time for IWC's match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is WarGames! To be contested inside the 15-foot-high steel cage. The match will begin with one member from each team inside the cage. After a regular interval, a member from Team Money Shot will then enter the cage. After regular intervals thereafter, the teams will alternate sending members into the cage until all competitors have entered the match. At that point, WarGames, the match beyond, will begin. If at any time a competitor leaves the cage, he will forfeit the match for his team. The only ways to win are by pinfall or submission. Now, let the WarGames begin!
And that's an important statement, BC Steel. We can't gloss over that. If you leave the cage, your team is disqualified. It's a forfeit, it's a white flag.
Introducing first, representing Team Money Shot from Cleveland, Ohio. He weighed in at 275 pounds. He is the Ace Degenerate, the director of the production, and the Super Indie Scorsese, the Super Indie champion, Derek Dillinger.
And Joe, they say every great film starts with its director, and that is what we have there in Derek Dillinger. But he's more than just the director of the production. He is your producer. He is your writer. And in this, he could be the architect of WarGames.
Well, Derek is one of the most unsavory and unorthodox athletes you're going to find. He'll get down and dirty. He'll turn Cage Fury into a real-life tragedy and document it for the world and take the credit. But the man who is chosen to lead off for the opposing team is synonymous with this match.
And representing Team Big League from St. Paul, Minnesota, weighing in at 221 pounds, he is IWC's hardcore icon, Jack Pollock.
Well, you can feel the bomb dropping, DC. You can feel the detonation. At any moment, the heavy artillery is being brought onto the battlefield. And IWC, the Core Time Sports Center, has become a militarized, weaponized war zone.
And certainly no man in IWC may know war like Jack Pollock. I mean, we've seen him go off a cage, through a ring, to fight for a cause that he believed in. And Derek Dillinger is the man that brought Pollock into this whole thing.
Well, if you're going to say any man is synonymous with WarGames in IWC, it's Jack Pollock. The only other man you may put above him is one of Jack's teammates. To me, that gives that team the advantage, but the official advantage on paper goes to Team Money Shot, because Mantime beat Pollock 2 weeks ago at Rostrade Rice Gardens. That means that Team Money Shot will have the man advantage. They'll be the first side to send in another opponent.
And you know, you mentioned earlier about the man synonymous with the cage match here in IWC. You think about McChesney, he's taken on, I mean, a who's who. He's taken on Bulk Nasty. He's taken on Joseph Brooks, Dalton Castle, who we saw earlier announcing himself for Super Indy. Logan Shulo, which many fans may know as Elias. He took on Sweet and Sour Larry Sweeney in 2007.
BC Steel, IWC, and this ring is about to become no man's land. There is I believe, a 5-minute period to kick things off between Pollock and Derek, and then the regular period duration for every other interval, which I believe is what, 2 or 3 minutes?
Yes. And let's remind people what we saw before our night even started. The team Big League, if you will, was down a member.
Well, we don't know that for sure, but it certainly looked very, very shaky that we would see Anthony Young in this matchup. And if that's the case, where do we go from here? Is there a substitution? Some fans supporting Pollock, some supporting Derek. Derek is controversial. He is polarizing. Some people respect the win-at-all-costs attitude. Me, I'm a little repulsed by it. But I respect the toughness of Derek to step into this battlefield.
And you know, these two men have fought before, but never in a situation like this. And the important thing for Derek in this is to not get beaten down. The important thing for Pollock is to survive.
Easier said than done.
You got to think with Pollock, he knows he's going to be down. He knows that sooner rather than later it's going to be 2-on-1. And that's got to mess with your mind to know that you're going to have to fight off two men.
Yeah, but Jack Pollock will not back down from a fight as Derek. The first to swing a chair, but he couldn't connect. Swing and a miss, and it's Pollock firing away.
And I talked about earlier a little bit just about Pollock surviving. That's what we saw there. Now he's on the offensive.
Yeah, Pollock and Derek have had their issues for quite some time, throughout much of the year. But Pollock doing what was right and standing up anytime Derek and Money Shot tried to use their numbers to their advantage. And Jack's feeling it. Jack looking to be a one-man IED as he unloads on Derek. But keep in mind, BC, the match doesn't even officially begin until all athletes are in the ring, however many that'll be, 5 or 6. So there's no way to win right now. It's pinfall or submission when we get to the end of the road. But right now it's all about beating the hell out of your opponent and making sure that he's not going to be a factor when more athletes enter, because we know that coming up next is either Man, Dime, or Nice.
Yeah, Pollock is going to, at best, have a fresh man to face.
And here we go. Pollock better get every shot he can in now. And Pollock's turning his attention to whomever's next.
The next entrant into the cage, representing Team Money Shot, the big fundamental, Zach Nystrom.
Yeah, the sure shot, big fundamental. This may be out of his wheelhouse, and Derek, oh damn! Jack never saw the chair coming. And Jack's been lacerated.
And you see the big fundamental. You want to talk about a guy that's on a radar, whether a lot of people know it or want to admit it, there are a lot of big.
Oh look at this, BC! That's the back of that chair. That steel cracked in half across the skull of Pollock, and Derek is digging it into the flesh of Jack Pollock. That's sick.
Well, I was going to say on the radar of a lot of very important people in the wrestling world, but I think Derek Dillinger might be on the list of a lot of sick people in the wrestling world.
And they don't care, because it's all about the prestige. It's all about the money. It was General Smedley Butler that wrote the book War is a Racket. And Derek, Man, Diamond, Nystrom are the walking, talking racketeers ready to use WarGames to their own benefit, to their own prosperity.
And I don't know if Sun Tzu, who wrote The Art of War, have been in the pages of Money Shot or Derek Dillinger.
hard shot. As Pollock is fighting for everything he's got here. As Pollock loses more blood, it becomes more of a dire situation.
The question with Pollock always is how much punishment, not that he's willing to take, but how much will his body allow him to take before it just plain shuts down? If there are three individuals that can put that to the test, it's Dillinger, it's Nystrom, and it's Elijah Dean.
That's a question we've asked about Jack Pollock for many, many years. I'm not sure we ever got that answer. We made it tonight, but Pollock gonna have some backup here. It's gonna be a Team Big League replica. It's John
The next
McChesney.
entrant into WarGames, representing Team Big League, John McChesney.
Well, you saw Julia Lynn had that chain for McChesney. That's you'd have to think that that's something that he's come up with in other war games from what he's seen and lived through.
McChesney is clad in his Erie-based Donegan clothing line, some homage to his home base, but dressed for battle, dressed for war. As McChesney, the leg sweep, the chain around the neck, as McChesney, a one-man ballistic missile firing on all fronts.
And you've got Derek Dillinger. He's been lacerated as well.
Well, we know that a match like this, BC, will change careers. It will alter your reality. Many, many men, including Pollock, including McChesney, have exited matches like this different than they entered. It has scarred them physically and mentally forever. Tonight is one of those nights. Keep in mind, it was McChesney recruited Nystrom and Mandime to join Team Big League many years ago. But Mandime and Nystrom thought they were too big for their mentor. They betrayed him. They cut his hair. They turned their back, excommunicated Anthony Young and Julia Lynn from the faction. And McChesney gave them salvation in the newest incarnation of Team Big League. As McChesney grabs Nystrom into the steel. And just like that with the odds even with Jack barely able to stand, McChesney, he's a five-star general. When it comes to wartime, he has shifted the tides. I can only imagine what a McChesney-Pollock battle game strategy looked like, but it's working so far, but in 3 seconds that may change. There's no mystery who's next.
Yeah,
The next entrant into WarGames, representing Team Money Shot. He is the IWC World Heavyweight Champion, the Man-Time, Elijah Dean.
And that is the man that wanted this.
Yeah, he made the challenge, and he was the catalyst for so much of this hatred. Elijah Dean, only variant, entering WarGames with the title in his hand and talking trash, and he's not in a hurry to get there either.
Well, I don't know if our camera picked it up, but he just yelled he'll wait.
Hey!
Well, he yelled he'll wait all day, and he didn't have to wait all day. And wait a minute.
And, hey, Mandime assaulting the referee! Mandime, he's got Julia! The former dime piece was by your side for months. What the hell's wrong with you? And this is what wartime will do to a man. Mandime is incensed and ready to make a statement.
Well, and for the sake of Bobby Williams, he needs to do the smart thing right now.
Yeah, intimidating Williams. Technically, there's one more entrant to come, but we don't know the status of Anthony Young. And Mandime's having the official Williams shackle this cage shut, and it's 3-on-2.
Well, you talked about a substitute. Well, we know it's not going to be Julia Lynn.
Wow.
She is clearly incapacitated.
Cute, real clever. President Franklin Roosevelt said, "I have seen war and I hate war. This is the ugly side of war." Mandime, Nystrom, and Derek are ugly human beings anytime you see them, anytime they act out. But you're seeing a more sadistic side out of them than even we've seen yet.
Yeah, that was definitely that was definitely above, beyond, and certainly not something that McChesney, Pollock,
Oh, Nystrom. is measuring. Went for the Longhorn Lariat! But out of the way was McChesney. You know, they say, BC, that war doesn't necessarily prove who is right. It only proves who is left. And is there anyone left to help Pollock and McChesney, or will Team Money Shot run away with this damn thing? I don't see anybody. And it just got that much more dire for Jack Pollock and John McChesney.
Yeah. There was no update that we've received at this point.
And in the ring, Money Shot and Dare continue to beat the hell out of Jack Pollock, who's losing blood alarmingly fast. Anthony Young assaulted earlier. This was the biggest match in his career, and it looks like he's been robbed.
I mean, hey, that was the last.
Wait a minute,
And the final entrant into WarGames representing Team Big League, he is the Sky Prince, Anthony Young.
I don't know if he's cleared. I don't think he's 100%. The official is pleading with A1 to rethink this.
Anthony Young might have to think of a new strategy.
Well, A1 has beaten Elijah Dean before, but he's also been at his lowest professional lows thanks to Elijah Dean. But A1,
well,
that door is shackled, and in the ring, Money Shot looking to finish this thing. Pollock at the McChesney counter.
Well, wait a minute.
Here comes A1.
Well, I don't know if he was checking on Julia Lynn. I don't know if that was her directive.
A1 is 15 feet high. Incoming! Incoming! A1 SARS! And that's what war will do to a man. Man, Diamond Nystrom have talked down to A1, belittled him.
Ladies and gentlemen, all 6 men have entered WarGames. WarGames, the match beyond, officially begins now.
It's pinfall or submission. 3-on-3. Fight your ass off. One team will be triumphant. One team will be riddled with casualties.
And Joe, there's always been a discussion about A1. Can Anthony Young reach up?
Series of DDTs, triple cover. They got it, no.
Can he find that next level? That's what Money Shot was trying to bring out of them. For their opinion, in their eyes, A1 did not reach that pinnacle that they had set for him, but this could be that moment.
Well, if there's ever a time to step up and show what a man you are, it's now. And it's McChesney. He's found that steel chain again. And Mandime is prone. And Mandime gets it between the eyes. McChesney saw the world in Mandime, and Mandime caused McChesney's world to crumble. McChesney finally getting a measure of retribution. McChesney, A1, Julia, the new and current Team Big League. But my God, look at the blood on Pollock, on Derek. That's the animalistic side of this matchup. It's the ugly truth of the disdain between all 6 of these entities. And McChesney has the chain around the neck of Mandime, who got wrenched down. And Mandime tastes his own blood and just realized it. And you know it was that thick chain that did it. And now BC Steel, it's the grimiest and ugliest part of war. John McChesney. Is that a fork?
Yeah, it is.
John McChesney channeling Abdullah the Butcher and digging and clawing into the flesh of the Mandime. And we're a long way away from designer suits, custom clothes, and fancy jewelry for the Mandime and Derek from behind. Oh, and McChesney, his throat got caught up on the other side of that mangled chair. A1 a sitting duck. Oh! A1 springboard! Sky Prince hits the cutter!
Joe, this could be.
Got him! No, nice to interrupt. Imagine if A1 can bring the victory home for the team after being told you're not on our level for so long by Money Shot, but Pollock almost did it as well. All three of these men have chased after Money Shot, the IWC title, the Super Indy title. It's going to be a statement victory one way or the other. And this Super Indy Scorsese with some abstract art. Imagine that reverberating on Pollock and inside that cannon and charging him with the knees.
And you just saw, well, Derek was lining up. He wanted to get the perfect shot, and he got it under the chin for McChesney.
And McChesney, Nystrom had that chain wrapped around his lariat arm. That longhorn lariat. McChesney countered it. Now Mandime eats the super kick. John McChesney going TKO. Did he get enough of it? McChesney gonna pin the Mandime. No. McChesney, arguably the greatest IWC champion of all time, held it longer cumulatively than anyone. McChesney tell Mandime this is his environment, his match. Oh, wait a minute. McChesney's prone. Oh, McChesney couldn't defend himself. And the longhorn lariat with the steel chain literally knocked the taste out of McChesney's mouth.
Yeah, McChesney's out.
And A1 prone. That double underhook pile driver. Mandime and Nystrom stacks them up.
Here are your winners of WarGames. Team Money Shot, Derek Dillinger, Zach Nystrom, and Elijah Dean.
Joe, they did it. They did exactly what they said they were going to do.
Money Shot has defeated Jack Pollock and John McChesney at their own game. And referee Williams got a 2. He didn't do a damn thing to deserve that. He did everything you wanted and he called it down the middle. Who's gonna stop this trio? This triangle of terror of Mandime, Zach Nystrom, and Derek Dillinger. We may have just answered our question. One man still on the hunt. 5 have fallen in his wake as it is. Bill Collier, the slightest of taste of championship glory, still has his eyes on IWC's top prize. And as he walks through the broken bodies of the wreckage, Collier has one singular goal in his crosshairs. And no matter what the celebration plans are for Team Money Shot, Collier's presence certainly plays a big-time spoiler as far as the mood in this room now. Collier trying to break through that door. Collier trying to break through that door where Money Shot and Derek are sitting ducks.
Oh my God.
Collier just tore the door off and hinges. And Collier's here to fight. And Money Shot are retreating. Oh man, a knockout shot to Derek. Nystrom and Mandime escape with their hide. But Bill Collier has his eyes locked onto one thing. Look out. And that's the IWC title and the man that deprived him of it. It was a huge victory for Mandime Elijah Dean, but he still has a big-time test in the waiting. If Collier can battle through the contenders and get Elijah Dean one-on-one. Ladies and gentlemen, IWC Wrestling on social media, IWCWrestling.com. Super Indies coming this October. And big time stalking Elijah Dean. Oh, it's going to be a hell of a rest of 2022. And we hope you're here with us. Good night, the Pink Fury.
You may have won this war, but you are the biggest piece of crap champion that this company's ever seen. It might take me, it might be Bill Collier, but one day your ass is gonna go down, and IWC will be rid of you once and for all.